Hello, buddy and I, Jeffrey, you're my buddy. We're starting a kind of video discourse, a collaboration on the internet, kind of a what's what of what we're doing. And this is my first video, and as such, I figure, like what you were doing, I'm going to do an introduction. Kind of walking around, keeping it interesting, checking out the shop. They did some working on it today. My introduction, starting off, for those on the internets that do not know me, I am Chris, son of Steve, son of Roy, of the nomadic clan Krugers of America. Most of the Krugers are up in Wisconsin. That's where most of us hail from, but not me. Like I said, we're nomadic. I got stuck in Oklahoma with my family. I say stuck. I grew to love it. How Jeffrey kind of told about where he's at in life and what he's up to and what's he been doing. I guess I'll do the same. My life, I'm a spiritual person. That's pretty much what drives me. My spirituality. It's not a religious thing. It's what I feel about life and the universe. My own personal credo, my beliefs. I've got my own set. I call them the rolling truths. I coined that. I say rolling truths because they're continuously in motion, and if something about the truth is not the truth, and I find something deeper and more closer to how the universe operates, then they roll on and the new one takes its place. Thus the rolling truths. For instance, some of what I believe that drives my life. I grew up in a home without love, family without love, and I felt there was something missing out of my life, so I decided to make a family of love. And that's my own personal belief. So that's what I set out to do, and it's what I made. Actually, I found it. It's weird. I don't know if I believe it. It's just something I've seen, something I've noticed about life. It's kind of like that song, you don't always get what you want, you get what you need. The universe knows what you need. The universe knows where you belong. And the universe puts you where you're supposed to be. That's what I've kind of found. That's what I believe. And I find it so true. My whole life I just needed a family, and the universe up and gave me one. And I've always wanted good friends, and the universe up and gave me some, I've always wanted a place to practice my own kind of art, my own kind of spirituality. I feel it feels good to create for me. I doodle a lot. I have this weird kind of doodle. It's just I love black ink on paper, just going with it. It's crazy. And I thought it was crazy until I met Jeffrey, who does the same damn thing. It's crazy. But that right there is my shop. It's currently under construction, almost done. The upper story is going to, I always say man cave because a lot of people don't understand it, but it's going to be kind of my spiritual place, my spiritual home, a place where I can create free of any judgment. I can just put paint on the walls, I can put paint on my hands and just smear it all over the place. Doesn't matter, I can paint over it, I can cover it up with linoleum, doesn't matter, because it's mine, and I can do with it whatever I want. And to me that's complete freedom, just being able to create whatever. It's not like creating something in particular, it's just the freedom of the act, just the act of creating. And it's, I don't know, a lot of people laugh at Pollock saying, oh, that's not art, those just dribbles, but he had fun doing it, and it felt good to him, and that's kind of what I'm all about too, just letting my hand go and seeing where it takes me, And my dog and my cat are out here fighting. That's my cat. Somewhere under there is Peanut. Cat, you leave Peanut alone. I figured I'd sit out in my yard I can actually look at it. I figured I'd sit out here. It's a more interesting setting rather than just at my computer. That's my fire pit right there. That's another thing. I just feel good. It feels good just to watch a fire burn and to tend to fire, to take care of it, to nurture it, because fires are actually really delicate. Unless you're living out in the West where everything's dry in a tinderbox, fires are delicate. You have to feed it and nurture it and take care of it, or else it's going to just dwindle out into nothing. Weird birds. I'm kind of rambling, but that's what this is about. I mean, it's just about throwing who I am onto the internet, and that's kind of what I'm doing. Another one of my beliefs is I hate monoculture. Like, I hate's a strong word, and it's appropriate here. I despise, like, for instance, lawns. I'm trying to disband my lawn little by little. I'm growing grapes over there, and some herbs and tomatoes, stuff like that. I'm planting trees. My yard's disheveled looking, but around the edges, the perimeters, I just let nature go. I'm just letting it go wild, as you see behind me. That's just craziness. I trim it back a little bit, but I just let it go crazy because it's like a perfect fence. You can't see through that. Nobody's climbing over that. They're stupid to climb over that. You're going to get so covered in bugs, but it's biodiverse. Most people's yards have maybe 4 species. They have crepe myrtles, some stupid trees, some stupid flowers, and grass. That's their whole yard. That's not the way the world's meant to be. In a plot of land where houses now are, where there's just grass and those 4 species, there used to be thousands of species, thousands of different creatures all working together to live. That's all life is just different chemical reactions creating more complex reactions and devouring each other. I sit here in my yard and there's just birds everywhere, so many different species of plants and trees, lots I don't even know. And I've taken field botany. I know my shit. I know my stuff. I don't know what YouTube will allow. I'll probably edit out shit or get rid of my video because of shit. But whatever. Cat, you leave Peanut alone. My cat's unique. She's cross-eyed, given to me by a crazy cat lady. Because that cat lady had too many cats, and this one was spayed and neutered. So I figured, why not? She can live in my backyard. I feed her I try about twice a week. Usually it's about once a week. She's been alive for 3 years. I've never given her water. When my sister comes and visits, she gives her water. I say, don't give that cat water. That cat is a wild cat. It can find water, you know? Call PETA, call whoever you want. This cat's a wild cat, and it loves me. It's just sitting here just like wanting attention, and I never give it attention. Crazy cat. Here it is. You see the cross-eyed? Well, I've been talking for about 8 minutes. That'll take forever to load onto the internet. I'll post more about stuff I believe. 'Cause that's what drives me, you know? It's all about belief. And, well, I'll elaborate. Causality. I was talking to Jeffrey about this, but everything that there's only now. Everybody knows that. But few people talk about it. There is no future. There is no past. There's just now. Past is but a memory, etched in stone, whatnot, whatever. Future, you could plan on it, but all there really is now. And all now is the equal signs on an equation. And it's an equation that keeps on ticking. It's a rambling equation, a rolling equation, if you will. Everything keeps adding, multiplying, subtracting, dividing. All life, every moment is the equal sign of the moments before. That's kind of what karma is, if you will. It's the sum of all the actions by everybody coming together for the moment. So if you add something to all the actions of everybody in the world, eventually the equal sign, it'll collaborate with all the others, and the equal signs will spit out something for you in the present. Like, I don't even know if that makes sense, but it does. The now is the sum total of the past. and the now is the integers, the parts of the future equation. So the future is just whatever is right now, adding together for the next moment. That's all it is. So I fully believe in causality. There is no free will. People always like, oh, there's free will, you get to determine whatever's in the next life, whatever. There's only this life. Nobody knows anything about the next life. Nobody can say anything about the next life. If there is a next life, so be it. Rock on. But live this life to the fullest, because there's no guarantees that there is a next life. There's only the now. That's all anybody ever knows. In my life, I've never seen any ghosts. I've never seen the dead come back. I fully believe in what I observe. Anything else is just made up. Anything else can be faked. Everything else is a story. Everything can be taken out of context. The only thing you actually know is what you see. And even memories fade. So, what do we really know? I don't know. Free will, causality. Oh yeah, so we're the sum total of everything that's ever happened to us. Every choice we make is dictated by the beliefs we have, which are dictated from all the things that have made those beliefs over time and the proper circumstances at the moment. So, our free will is predetermined based off of your own beliefs, based off the circumstances, based off of everything leading up to that choice. And that choice will further lead up to new other choices. Genetics, nurturing nature, whatever. It's predestination. It's fully and confirmed. And that leads to my main belief, is that life, in essence, is a story, a narrative, a movie, a video game, if you will. The most complex, the most intuitive, deep one that could ever be. It's the energy, the life of God playing itself out in everything. That's what I think. I think God's reading a story, and that story is each one of our lives. So there's only one person in the room. That's another one of my main beliefs. There's only one person in the room. Why treat anybody like a dick? Because eventually that story is going to be you, you know. You're going to see the other side of that. And that's empathy, is knowing that we're all just a part of the same thing. I'll leave it at that. I've been rambling. That's kind of an intro to Chris. That's what's going on in my brain all the time. Just crazy deep stuff. Crazy deep stuff all the time. And I usually just keep it to myself. I shut the F up. I work in people's homes. I keep my opinion to myself. I don't talk to anybody. I'm Mr. Quiet. I watch and observe. And I'll talk about my job next time. I'll save that for next time. Why I do what I do and why I love what I do, despite being smarter than pretty much everybody else who does what I do. I'll fill you in on that. Okay, I'll turn this off. And one last shot of my cat and my Peanut. Hey Peanut, that's your butt. Look in the camera.